It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right to the air is Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 3rd down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
57's the mic, Mark 57.
Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
57's the mic. Hey, they scared.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
74 yards.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
From the gun, a give to Penny.
Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Rashad Penny taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And he returns this to the 22. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Darius Slay with a pick.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts,
24 yards.
and the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Burrow on play action. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Burrow will throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3.
Here's Burrow.
Down inside the 10.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On third down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 77 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to... poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Burrow. Quick slant here to Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2nd down and 4.
Burrow looking to pass. It's a short. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
17's Mike 17. Silver. 12. Check the hot read.
On 3rd down, Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Mixon.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can go away.
Let's go!
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third and short, they'll try option left. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Here's Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, D.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Purdy.
Flush to his right. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. On the return is Charlie Jones. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing here, Purdy.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he's all the way up across the 40.
I would have took off if he wasn't right there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kick.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a little more than a minute to go. And I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Purdy looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Purdy on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Evan McPherson has this one teed up,
and off we go from Cleveland.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, Watson to the air.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes
right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 5.
Here's Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Now it's Burrow.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins, 48 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off,
and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down. Here's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Browns drive about to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. But today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough one.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
On first down, Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On third down, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1 for
first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
33. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. Watch the run, watch the run.
Burrow will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And then it's too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Check, check.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off. But
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Now Burrow, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll find Farrell open left side.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Lawrence going to throw again.
And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. It's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
On 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another.
I just threw it the circle. They cheated me.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Cook up the gut. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
He's to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
After the pick-6, here's Burrow again. Oh, another ball up for...
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now Rodgers. And to the left side here, Wilson. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And complete, right side to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Evades him at the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Get 300. Get 300. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's make these babies cry.
Rodgers now off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Sliding out of the pocket. They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action with Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Burrow will throw out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Burrow looking to pass. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Rock 57. Switch.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards.
And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57, Mike, 57.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner.
Oh, wide open, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Don't believe the hype. I'm eating my food.
And we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Throwing is Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew.
I could have easily beat him. I'm eating my food right now. That's why I'm fucking up.
I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
319. It's our field. It's our field. 630. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm here all day. 57.
And again, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings us 4th. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Well, I have to say that I've never, ever seen this one before. They get the interception, but instead of taking the football, they accept the penalty.
But, Brandon, you ever heard the term overthinking it? Because that's what it feels like to me. They had the interception. Why are you going to turn that one back? I'm really curious to hear what the explanation would be for making that decision.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rodgers looking to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Play action. It's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Steps away. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like
And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I'm about to turn up on him. I'm about to turn up.
To get something started, they need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
This nigga garbage, bro. Don't worry.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In motion right is Tony. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On the ground, it's Gray. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Edwards-Helaire diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
Jones now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Burrow going for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flushed out right.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow on play action, rolling to his left.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact in a lot of these day 3 corners.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm tired. That's why I'm losing, man. I'm tired. I've been playing all day, listening to music. I've been drinking.
You can start it, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense.
I lost 2 games, but I won like 5, 6 of them. I'm tired right now. My mind ain't right.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Burrow now off the bootleg. It's caught. Smith. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
George Karlaftis
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Burrow will throw. This is Smith with a grab. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City.
GG's, Chad. I'm tired, man. GG's. I'm going to whoop some ass later on. My mind off, and I've been fucking up. I'm tired. Can't focus, right? That bitch got lucky. I would have whooped his ass for real. And the other dude. I won all them games, man. Shit. That ain't shit. I've been winning. So I ain't tripping. Motherfuckers know I'm really cold. Just got to get my mind right and get focused. And I'll be back. You win some, you lose some. Just keep it moving. GG's, Chad. I'm off here.
The best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Love y'all. I'm off here, man. I'm off here. Get my mind some little rest. I'll be back to whoop that ass.